Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, the 30th of January. We've almost made it all the way through the month, and sometimes I've seen a few things come up lately that people are saying, January is the longest month of the year. And I don't know. How does everyone else feel about that? Has it felt like a long month to you, or has it been quick? I feel like this year is going to go pretty fast. So that's probably not a bad thing if it feels like it's slowed down a little bit in January. We should just enjoy it, right? How are we all? Welcome to CraftAlong. So CraftAlong is my monthly class that I do each and every month. We each you can craft along with me, as the name suggests, or if you want to, you can watch and come back and make it later, because of course there's a replay available after this video as well. But the fun thing is, it's not just the project that we make. There are another 4 projects all on the same theme, and those I'll also be showing you. I'm thinking maybe today, maybe I'll mix it up a bit, and maybe I'll show those to you early. And then maybe, if you need to see them again at the end, I can show them again at the end. Susan said she's confused how you can do the CraftAlong kit now that you're a demonstrator. So what I do is I put up all the measurements on my blog a week or 2 before this class goes live, so that you can be prepared. You can have all those things for yourself. But as a demonstrator, it's better for you because you're getting a discount on all your products. You're part of the group. You get to be, part of the team, where we do a lot of different things. So over on the team, we have things like we have a team challenge, and we do Monday morning lives and all sorts of fun things over there. And it's great being part of that group. It's always good to be part of a team, right? But you don't get the CraftAlong packs. And the reason why is because I send those out as a thank you to the people who have ordered with me the previous month. That's how I do CraftAlong. So, but certainly as team members, or as even if you're not part of the team, you can go over to my blog. I'll put the address of the blog up on the screen so you can see it. Here we go. It's lookwhatimade.com.au. You can go there, and all the measurements for today's project are there, okay? I don't do measurements of the alternate projects because those are available for purchase, but the main project that we're making, that's there, okay? So I hope that's helpful. Does that answer the question why I don't do them for team members? I mean, the team members get a lot of other benefits. So there is a lot of benefits to being part of the team. So you guys are all fantastic, whether you're team members or you're not. No, that's okay, Susan. Don't worry. That's fine. And it's not about being organized. Sometimes you don't have the time, but if you decide after watching today that you would like to make today's project, you can go over to the blog at that address that's currently on the screen, and you can head over there and see all the pieces that you'll need to make these cards and what the measurements are to make it easy for you. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I'll just take that down. All right. Have I missed any important comments? Anything that anybody has asked me that I might have missed? Hello, Jen. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Lynn is here. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Who else? Hello, Laurie in Ohio. I hope you're well. Tanya's here. Hello, Tanya. A very short month. Oh, and it's your husband's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to your hubby. I hope he's enjoying a nice day. You think it's gone quick? Yeah, I think it's gone quick too. But, I've seen other people complaining that January is a really long month, but I felt like it went fast. Oh, hey, Debbie from Illinois. How are you? Hello, Priscilla. Nice to have you here. Colleen is here. And Janine, you said the days go quick because you're working. Yeah, I know, right? You don't get much of a break. Here in Australia, it's a bit different with the school terms because this is our summer. Right now is our summer holidays, and they're usually about 6 weeks. If you live in a western part of the state, so where I grew up, we always got 7 weeks. We thought we're very lucky. We got 7 weeks of school holidays at Christmas due to the heat, okay, because it gets hotter out there, and so they would always give us an extra week. I don't know officially if that was the rule or that was the reason, but that's what we were told. We were told that because of the heat, we get an extra week. So there you go. All right. Hello, Judith. Nice to have you with us. Hello, Maggie. How are you? Nice to see you. All right. So just watching today, Sheila, that's fine. Just watching is completely acceptable. So today you can watch, you can chat, or you can craft along, because that's what this is called, craft along. Totally up to you. All right, let's switch over to the desk and have a look at our project. And then I'm going to show you the others as well. So let me click over. We're playing with yellows today. And here's the card that we're going to be making. All right, now this is actually a vertical joy fold card, which I've never made. Well, I have made maybe one a long, long time ago, but this is how it opens. It opens like this. A diagonal joy fold card is really what it's called. All right, you're just watching too, Barbara. That's fine. No worries at all. You guys do whatever it is that makes you relax and enjoy, whether that be crafting or whether it just be watching. That's completely fine. So this is the piece. Okay, this is the one that we're making, and I have got in the bags that went out, we've got all the pieces ready to go, but I'll show you how I got it to this stage. And this is a pretty nice card. I'm just going to create it with you, and then we'll see how we go. I hope you like it. It's using the Delightful Wishes bundle and the Floral Delight DSP. Okay, now the Floral Delight DSP is this gorgeous yellow and white and green gorgeousness. It does have a couple of other colors in it as well, and you'll have to excuse me because mine is all chopped up and little pieces. I've been using it like crazy. I do have a new pack. Maybe I should have opened up the new pack to show you, but you can see all the pieces that I've got here. So we've got this gorgeous piece here on the front. You can see the peach pie has been mixed in here with the daffodil, and in the background we've got some little pool party kind of splatters, kind of. I don't know, what would you call those things? Cherie, what do we call those? And then on the back, we've got like it almost looks like Hessian or a canvas old olive, okay, on the back of that one. Now, this one looks very similar to, where is it? Oh, hang on. It looks very similar to this one, but this one's got peach pie in the background. Can you see that? So we've got some with pool party and some with peach pie. And some of you have got pieces with the pool pie in the back, pool party in the background. And some of you've got the ones with the peach pie in the background. So yeah, some of you got one, some of you got the others. Oh, you like the card. Thank you, Marty. Thanks, Judith. I'm so glad you like them. On the back of this one is probably my favorite piece in this whole suite, which is this yellow and white gingham. I love gingham. Goodness me. You think they're splodge? Are they? Is that splodges? Is that what that is, or is it? I read it first as sploggles. Sploggles is cute. I like that idea, right? All right, so you can see all the beautiful colors we have in here. We've got peach pie and yellow on this one with a bit of the old olive in the background. On the back, we've got kind of like a white and yellow diagonal pattern. And then we've got this one. So there's 2 sheets of each of these. And this has got the Hessian look, but in crumb cake on the back. Isn't that nice? I love that. This one has, I like this one too. It's got a pool pie background. Pool pie. Did I say pool pie again? What is wrong with me today? Pool party. Goodness me. We're all going to call it pool pie from now on. And then we won't know what color we're talking about, right? But I don't know if you can see that this has actually got pool party in the background. Okay. Splotches. You think they're splotches, Tanya? Yeah, I think splodges is what Nicole wrote. I think that's what she wrote to me. So I think I've shown you most of the papers. Oh, I didn't cover that one. This one here with the little yellow sprays of flowers, little sprigs. And on the back of that one, we've got like a geometrical kind of a yellow and white design. Super nice. These are so beautiful. There'll be loads of typos today. That's all right. I've got no excuse. I always have loads of typos, Nicole. You should see when I go to do a blog post, I've got to read it like 50 times before I can publish it because I'm terrified I'm going to mess it up. All right. So today's theme is mini catalog launch. So I'm actually doing a whole bunch of different things with the new catalog products as today's specialty theme. And here is on page 34 and 35 and also 36 and 37, you will find this beautiful Delightful Wishes bundle and the Floral Delight suite. Okay. And that's what I've used to make this card. Now, this is not the first card I made today for today. I actually made this one first. all right? And I did this one with Old Olive. And then after I'd finished making the cards, you can see I've also used some different dies behind here as well. But I decided it was too heavy. I felt, even though it's nice, I just felt it was too heavy, and I wanted to lighten the mood a bit and went with the yellow, more yellow, less green. Does that make sense what I did? Which one do you guys like? Do you wish I had done the Old Olive, or do you like the same as me? I decided I liked this one better. So you guys can let me know if I made the right choice. Ah, there we go. All right, so this is beautiful. I have to show you though. How cute are these? Look, here's the real thing. I love these so much. These are the teeny tiny bees. Okay, and the set is called these are called tiny bee trinkets. I can see why they're so little. It's actually really hard for my camera to focus on them, but they're super, super, super cute. All right. You bought 3 packs of the vellum. Oh, you know what? I'll help you use that because I'm actually doing one of the alternate projects that, Lynn, because you're in my team, this is something that is an advantage of being in the team. And this is answering Susan's question from earlier. You guys get the alternate designs for free. Okay, so you get all the tutorials, the video tutorials for those completely free. If you've ordered with me last month, so if you ordered in the month of December, then you would have received a supply pack. And you're also going to get all the alternate tutorials for free as well. And the PDF with all the measurements and all of that. Okay. For anyone who didn't order with me last month, you can purchase these. And I'll take you through how to do that at the end of this video. I try and have all of that up by the time I go live, but sometimes it's a lot of work and sometimes I don't quite get to it. So I'm nearly there today. I'm hoping I'll have them all up and ready to go by tonight. But I have recorded all the videos. I've got one more to edit and I've got to finish the PDF with the measurements, and then the whole lot will be up on my blog. So you'll see that on there a little bit later. Okay. So if you're wondering why you can't get on to purchase them yet, that's the reason why. Okay. So let's quickly look at the other projects before I start so you can see what we're talking about. And you'll notice that there is 2 of each card. And the reason why is because I make a card and then I make it again when I video it, when I do the tutorial. So I end up with 2, right? All right. So this is the first one. Okay. This is a split front card. And it's with the beautiful butterflies bundle. And I did this one. I actually did this one first, and then I did this one, which actually I like this one better because it's got a little bit of the Calypso coral in the paper at the sides here, and I actually really like that. I think that's really pretty. So I actually prefer this one, but you'll see me playing with both of these on the alternate videos. Then we have a terrific toadstools. I can't talk today, guys. What's going on? You can never wear yellow until your red hair went white. Well, there's an interesting thought, Nicole. I don't think yellow suits me either to wear it, but I love it in this paper, right? So this is the terrific toadstools. There is a video for this one as well, and all the measurements as well. Then we have this is made with the Wildflower Birthday Suite. Which one do you like the best? This is the one that I made in the video. And I actually think I prefer it. I love this cake that's on the front. I just think that's really, really pretty. But both of them are nice. This is what they call a double point card. And when you open it up, you can see we've got a Make-A-Wish there on the inside. So we've got happy birthday, Make-A-Wish, and then you can write your greeting. Hang on while I just pop that back under there. That sort of holds it together. The whole card, you can have it. You could write in the middle there if you wanted to, but I've actually made it so that you can actually open this card up. All right. So, you like the big cake card? Yeah, me too. I think this is the one I prefer as well. So I made this one first, and then when I made this one in the video, I thought I like that one better. Okay, so they're the double point cards that I've used in the tutorials. And this is the last one, and this is where, Lynn, you're going to be very happy that I've used some of that vellum. I've used 6 squares of the gorgeous vellum. So this vellum is part of the Delightful Floral Suite. Sadly, the Delightful Floral. It's not Delightful Floral. It's Floral Delight. Goodness me. Let me get my terminology right. Okay. This is the Floral Delight Suite Collection, which gets you the stamps, the dies, the bees, the ribbon, the vellum, and the paper. All of those things are part of the suite. However, right now, until next week, the satin ribbon, the Daffodil Delight satin ribbon is out of stock, which means you can't order the whole suite. But it is due. They have given us a date that it's meant to be coming in next week. So that's pretty cool. You like that it opens up? Yeah, I like that too, Marty. But you can just buy the Delightful. You can buy any of the other items apart from the satin ribbon. Okay, so if you wanted the bundle, you can get the stamps and the dies. Okay, that bundle is a 10% off bundle, and that's available. So Delightful Wishes is the name of the stamp set and the dies, but Floral Delight is the name of the paper. And because we had, just to make things really confusing, not that long ago, we had a Delightful Floral set that was available. I think it was DSP. And so I'm just getting my words all mixed up today. Hello, Miss Susan. How are you? You know what? This is my favorite one. I'm so glad you thought so too. This is my favorite one today. So even though there's other more, not complicated, but more involved cards today, this one's pretty simple, but this is actually the one I like the best because I love the colors. I mean, Pool Party is a big favorite of mine anyway. So there you go. All right. So those are our projects today. What do you think? Do we like them? Susan, you're getting lots of hellos. It's lovely to have you with us. Thank you for dropping in. You love that card? Yeah, me too. It's my favorite, Maureen. Hey, Trudy. Nice to have you with us. Oh, good. I'm so glad you got the suite. All right, so let's have a look at this pack that went out. Now, I actually got these out early this month. That almost never happens, but this month I was able to get out early, and I've got some separate pieces. All the little tiny weenie pieces are in a separate little baggie, okay, because I didn't want them to get all mixed up and potentially lost with everything else. So I'll put those aside for now. And let's go through all the other pieces. All right, so you've got a piece here, all right, that is a normal card size, but with a diagonal piece taken from the front. And let me show you how I did that, okay? So we've got just half a sheet of A4. If you're using US letter, you would do the same thing. You'll cut your piece in half, and that's your card base. And just to make this really easy, I scored it at the halfway mark. So in the US, that would be at the 4 1/4 mark. Here in Australia, that's at 10 1/2. So I'm going to use my scoring blade. Make sure your cutting blade is out of the way because you don't want to accidentally cut, right? And then we've got this score line down the middle here. And we're going to use that in a second to actually know where to cut our front diagonal, okay? So this diagonal piece is, this is how this is going to open like this. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting. All right, so you can see here, I'm cutting from here to here. So from the center piece to the outside corner of my card. So make sure that the outside corner and the score line edge here, those are both in the cutting track. And then you're going to bring that over. This time we're going to use our cutting blade and we are going to cut up and down. Now, the reason I don't start, you can start at the top, that would be fine. But don't start at this bottom corner down here, okay? The reason why you don't want to start down here is if you start from this corner and head up, it's very easy to catch the edge of the corner with your trimmer, okay? And then it snags it and means it's not a nice cut line. Okay, so just be careful with that one. Now, this piece, I don't actually need it for anything. I'm just going to pop it aside. I'll use it for something else later, but I don't need it again for this card. All right, so now that I've got this piece, I'm going to fold that over, and you'll use a bone folder. And now we have our card front, okay? That's how easy it is, okay? So super easy to do. All right, and you'll notice if you got the supply pack, that piece was already cut for you. All right, we've already got that piece there ready to go for you. All right, then you'll notice that you've also got 2 diagonally cut pieces. Now, this was one piece. All right, so if you have cut your if you've used the measurements I supplied and have cut a daffodil piece, okay, this is 9. Double checking myself, making sure I've done it right. This is 9.5 wide by 13.8. and then you're going to cut from one corner to the other. So it's a rectangle that is 9.5 centimeters wide by 13.8. If you want the imperial measurements for this, those will be in the PDF that you can purchase. Okay, so that's how you'll get hold of those if you're after those. So this piece here. Now, when you are doing diagonal pieces like this, okay, so this one's going to end up on the front here, like so. And this one's going to end up inside here like this. All right, so these two pieces are going to be separated. Now, when you have, normally I would cut a piece to go on a standard card front. I would cut it at 10 centimeters by 14.3. I have taken another 0.5 centimeter off each side. And the reason you do that is because when you cut them on the diagonal, you want there to be a little bit of space. It looks better if there's more space around it. So you do want that to be cut a little smaller. So now we have our 2 Daffodil Delight pieces. Green tea, Sheila. That's nice. I'm just looking to see what everyone's commenting quickly before I go back and see if there's any other comments I need to respond to. I don't think so. All right, now we've got the same thing here. We have another rectangular. Can you see how that piece of DSP? I've used the one with the little pool party splotches, but you could easily have used the ones with the peach pie as well. I got it right that time, the peach pie pieces. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one of these. You can use any one that you like. Okay, this one is cut a full centimeter smaller on each side than this one. Okay, so as usual, as I mentioned before, I have cut these down a little bit further. Okay, so these ones, this rectangle is 8.5 by, let me make sure I've got the right, by 13.3. Okay, so that's how those go. Actually, just let me double check my measurements because I'm not 100% sure I've just told you the right thing. So let me go back 1 second. So if you go to the blog and you go into the CraftAlong is coming up post, which was posted on January 19, that's the one with all the measurements in it. Okay, so the floral DSP, actually I did give you the wrong measurements. It's 8.5 wide by 12.8. Okay, so it's a little bit shorter again. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these on. So you can use whatever glue you like. I've just got some Tombow here, but any glue that floats your boat is fine to use. And I'm just going to pop those straight onto these daffodil pieces. And you just want to have it so it's about the same amount of border all the way around. Okay, just like that. And then this one, same thing. But I will have the measurements correct in the PDF. So that's good to know, isn't it? So if you ordered with me last month, you will get that PDF completely free of charge. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. If anyone is wanting to be part of next month's CraftAlong, you'll need to make sure you get your order in by tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is the last day of January, which means that that is the last day to actually put in your order. Any order over $60 qualifies to receive the supply pack for next month's class and all the alternate videos and PDF as well. Okay, so it's a very good, a really great little perk of ordering, and it's a great way for me to say thank you to my customers for ordering with me. All right, so that's how I do that. All right, let me get this lined up. So I'm putting the yellow pieces now, and you're just going to wriggle it. This is the good thing about Tombow. You can wriggle it around until it sits in the right place. All right, so this piece is here, and then this piece is going to go in the top half here. So when you open this, actually, there's nothing here. Okay, can you see that? So when I open this, but that doesn't matter because we're going to have this extra piece. All right, and I'll show you how to do that in a second as well. All right, so let me put some glue on the back of this. And I like to do it with this closed so I can make sure that I'm centering it right. And being Tombow, I can kind of wriggle it into the right spot. There we go. All right, we're getting there. All right, so we've done our base piece, and now we need to work on this flap. Okay, so the joy fold part. All right, now if you got the the kit from me, you will already have one of these ready to go. Okay, for this I am using the Countryside Corners dies. These are great. If you don't have these dies, these are my next favorite dies after the stylish shapes. You guys know I love the stylish shapes because they're so versatile. I think these are the next best thing, and I use them a lot. I'll be very sad if they decide to retire them when the new annual catalogue comes around. I will be very sad indeed. All right, so the piece that I'm using for this, double check that I've got the right size. This is actually the second largest of the Countryside Corners dies. Okay, so oh, you're finding it relaxing. Well, that's good. That's excellent, Susie. All right, so I've got this here and it has cut this shape, as you can see. But how do we do it that it opens out like this? All right, so you're going to have a piece. On my measurements, I said this piece is 24 centimeters long, which is roughly twice this, okay? But I've just cut a piece in half for today's exercise, and I'm just going to fold that in half. So you want to fold your yellow piece in half and use a bone folder over that fold in preparation to make this this piece work. Okay, so you need it folded first. Okay, is that a hint? What's the hint, Sheila? Did I make a hint? I don't know what the hint was. Maybe it was. I don't know. All right, so this now is going to be cut out of this piece and both layers at the same time. But what you want to do is you want to have this end here just over this edge. Can you see that it's sticking out a little bit from behind like this? Because if we do that, then this piece where this fold is does not get cut through. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through both layers, the top and the bottom, but I am not going to cut through the fold because I've got this edge sticking out beyond the fold. I hope that makes sense to everybody. All right, so let me quickly put that through my cut and emboss machine. And you just want to just the tiniest bit beyond that fold, because if you go too far beyond, you'll make your flap too short. So you want it just past, so you can just see it goes past. And if you're not sure about cutting through both layers, take it one direction and then bring it back through again to make sure you're getting a good cut and cutting both layers. I'm in the habit of doing that anyway. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take that off and see how the fold has not cut. All right. So now we have a piece that opens up like so. Does that make sense? You don't have those dies. Oh, Sheila, that's the hint. They're my second favorite set. If you're looking for a good set, you know I'm good. You know I give good advice, right? All right. So this is these are the Countryside Corners dies that I'm using, and I've just, you know, if you wanted to do a flap that opened at the side, you'd do the same thing at the side. You'd put it in this way and have your fold just over this folded edge. Okay, so you can have this flapping sideways if you want to, but I've got mine going up and down today because my card is a vertical kind of card. Okay, so there we go. So I'm calling this a diagonal joy fold card. Tanya said that you have to get them, Sheila. Oh, you never got the Countryside. You know what? I think, Colleen, this is such a good set. You don't actually need the stamps to go with them. I do have the stamps, and I'm waiting for when these retire. I will sell them both together as a bundle. But to be honest, I use the Countryside Corners by themselves a lot more than I ever use them with the stamp set. Okay, so just to let you know, you certainly don't need the stamp set for that. Okay, then I have two here that are made, and you can, because this is such a simple die set, okay, there's no intricate bits, which means you can cut two at a time. So if you need to cut them quickly, you can cut two. So I cut these two together, okay, and that's the next size down. Okay, is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay, and that one is the next size down, and you can see how much smaller it is than the yellow one. Okay, so this one goes like this, and then this one is going to go on the outside like this. All right, but before we glue this one in, there is something we want to do first. You'll notice that I've got this little bit of the yellow and white gingham. Okay, and I've actually put that piece, if you've got the bags, it's in your little baggie, okay, because it was a small piece, and it's going to go across this bit here. All right, now I put it right down the bottom so that I had right sort of, I lined up the corners of this piece of gingham with the corners of the die. Okay, so it is 6 centimeters across, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 6 centimeters across, or what is that in inches? It is 2 3/8. Okay, is what the measurement of that is. And then I'm going to just pop this along, and I'm going to have it so that the corners of that paper are right there at the corners of the die. Okay, so that's as low as I can put it. If you want to have it lower, then you could have this go down and then snip off these little edgy bits that might stick out if you did that, but you could. This gives you enough room to write a little greeting, right? You've never used the countryside stamp set, but you use the dies all the time. I know. I tend to agree with that. I'm surprised they actually got rid of the stamp set for that reason, but the dies are absolutely the more useful part. You're absolutely right, Lynn. All right, so now that I've got that piece on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this here. And it's going to have the same amount of border pretty much all the way around. So I'm just going to pop that there like so. And then I'm going to work on the outside. Okay, and this is where all of our decorating actually happens. So we've got this piece here. This is going to go on here, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to start before I do anything, and I'll show you the two different versions. I'm actually going to use my blending brush behind here with some Daffodil Delight ink. So I've got my Daffodil Delight ink ready. And I'm going to grab, you can use a full-size one, you can use a mini one. I'm using a mini one today, but it doesn't matter. Or you could use a sponge dauber if that's what you've got. And I'm going to be putting this, and this, you know what, using blending brushes behind something, especially like a spindly little die like this, it makes all the difference to this card. Okay, so they're great for nesting. You're right, Nicole. That's a really good idea. Stacking lozenge gift boxes. Look, there you go. Didn't think of that. All right, so I'm going to start using this, and I'm going to work my way up. And don't worry if it's a little bit blobby in places, because we're kind of going to be covering that up anyway. And if you keep working at it, it evens out. All right. But even if it's a little bit blobby, like I can see there's a bit of blobbiness there, I'm not worried about that because that's where my branch is going to cover. So, all right. So kind of like that. Yeah. Now on the other one, on this green one, I did do that, but I also added, there's a die in the Delightful Floral dies. Let me quickly show it to you. This one that does like, cuts out like little flower holes, if that makes sense. And that's what I added behind here. But I decided afterwards it was too much. You didn't really need all that detail for the card to be beautiful. So I didn't end up using it, but on the main card. But if anyone's wondering what that is, that's what it was. Okay, so all right, so let's go to our little pack of bits and pieces, and I'm going to show you these. So this is the branch, and it's going to end up going from kind of one corner to the opposite corner like so. All right, so it's actually really pretty. If you have a bit of blobbiness like I do, you might just want to move that around a little bit and put it right there. And then we've got, can you see them? Some vellum flowers. There's also little bees in here, so be careful that you don't empty it all out on your desk and end up with bees everywhere that you can't find. We don't want that. All right, so you can see I've got some different pieces. I'm going to just bring all these out. Actually, I'll bring the bees out as well. It's just easier. I'm going to close this before I stick my fingers in it. All right. Now, can you see here that I've got some vellum shapes? All right. You've got two flowers, and you've got some little white flowers with yellow accents, and you've got a couple of different little vellum leaves. Can you see that? That's okay, Judy. Never, ever apologize for being late. You know, it's just lovely to have you here. So I never mind about that. All right, so I'm going to put my little bees just to one side so they don't get lost. We've got all these little white flowers and got some yellow flowers and got some leaves. All right, where did those come from? They came from the matching vellum that is part of this suite. Okay, so the little yellow flowers actually cut out with these dies. I absolutely love these. Okay, these are so nice. And they're easy to do because there's kind of like an indent here. Well, that's where the indent goes and cuts out your little flowers like that. And then you've got some of these double leaves and it cuts those out as well. Okay, so these are really easy to cut because of that. They match up with these little dies perfectly. And we love a matching die and vellum set, I've got to tell you. It's just fantastic. Now, the other one that we have, which is a bit special, is a different die, and it does these, see the little white flowers with the yellow? Okay, so the way this goes, they just line up like that and cut all those out at once. Okay, so you can cut out all those little white things, and that's why because they're so little, that's why I put them in a little bag for you so you wouldn't lose them. Okay, now also in the vellum set we've got the blue and white gingham, and we've also got the blue gingham with the white flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Just beautiful. Love, love, love. So nice. Hello, Daryl, and hello. Oh, hey, who else do we have? We have some great friends here today. Thank you for joining us, guys. Hi, Kerry. We have a great crowd. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my silicone mat just because it gives me a good base to put some glue on the back here. And you don't have to add it everywhere, but we're just going to, hang on. Uh-oh, is my Tombow coming to an end? Oh, no, there it is. I'm just going to add a little bit here and there so that it will hold. Okay, you don't have to glue the whole thing down. We just want it to hold in place. All right, so move those out of the way. And then I'm going to have that going a little bit over the edge there. And then it's just going to stay like that. All right, very easy to glue. Oh, hey, Roz, how are you? Nice to have you with us. Oh, Marilyn's keeping us all informed on what the cricket's doing. Good on you. My dad's probably watching that. And for anyone who's been wondering how Dad is going, he's very well. I spoke to him, I think, day before yesterday, and he was doing okay. So you cut the piece. Oh, good idea. Using the Everyday Arches dies. That's a great idea. Yes, you don't have to have this set to do it. You can certainly pick something that's similar. All right, I'm going to stick these yellow flowers on first, and I find glue dots and vellum work really well together, right? So I'm going to put the glue dot right behind the center of that flower, and then we can put the flowers wherever we like. So here you can see I put one up here on this bit, one down in the bottom. I put some white ones in the middle. I added some leaves. You really can kind of go wherever you like. And it's just going to hold it there nicely, okay? Then maybe I'll add some of these. These are, as you can see, have all cut out together. So I'm going to add a glue dot behind the center of those flowers. Probably only need two, actually. And then let's see, where would we like them to go? Maybe just here, like that. That looks rather nice. And then maybe another one at the top. So you really can put these wherever you like, wherever you think would be a good place for them to go. I've got a few more little pieces. I'm only going to add, I might not use, you don't have to use all of them, okay? You might decide, for example, that, you've put a couple on and then maybe that's enough. All right, so that might be enough. I'll see if I need these ones, but I do want to add the leaves because it's when you add the leaves that it makes a big difference. Okay, it all of a sudden comes alive when you add the leaves. Yeah, he's doing well at the moment, Roz, which is really good. He still has some issues and there's things going on, but yeah, he's not doing too badly. Okay, so I'm going to have another one of these up here. I'm going to pop this one behind here. I mean, you can have these wherever you like. I'm going to put that one in behind there. There we go. See how nice it looks as soon as you add the leaves. The leaves are great, all right? So this piece is going to end up on here. You can put it on dimensionals if you want to, or I put mine on flat because I wanted to add dimensionals behind the word wishing here, okay? So totally up to you. You can definitely add dimensionals if you would like. It's a personal choice kind of a thing. All right, let me grab a couple. Maybe I'll do one on dimensionals this time just to show you the difference, and then you can tell me which one you prefer. Not that it really matters because they're both going to look good. So I think in one of my videos today, I actually said that I have a high dimensional tolerance because I use them on everything. Can't help myself. All right, so that's how that's looking. What do you think? Is it good? Do we like how this is coming together? All right, so this is going to open out. This is going to glue straight in here so that this would come over. Okay, so you kind of need to work out where you want it to go. So if I want that to be centered, so I've got about the same amount of distance here as here and on the sides, then I just need to work out where it is going to be working out the best, where it's going to be centered. I'm going to put some Tombow, and Tombow is probably a good choice here because you can, if it's not quite in the right position, you can move it. And we're going to zip around here. And I'm going to kind of hook that in over there. And I'm going to work out how far I need to put that on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just move it into the right spot if it's not quite. And then give it a good old hard push. All right, so can you see now how this is looking? All right, so make sure it makes good contact. We've got somewhere to write on our card. We have a flap that goes over the top. Looks super cute. Now the card, if anyone's wondering, the card does display quite nicely. You can't really see it there because I'm looking at it from above, but it actually, with this open, it stands nicely for display. Okay, so you can definitely leave it like that. All right, so let's get on to our words. These were also, you might notice, I have used some. Now this is actually, you can use Old Olive glitter paper, which we have in one of our online exclusive glimmers right now. And that's, I'm trying to remember which one that is. Which is the glitter? Is it glimmer or glitter? Let me quickly go in and I'm going to tell you which one this is. All right, so we have got the Berry Burst Old Olive and White 12 by 12 glitter paper. That's only, well, it's actually glimmer paper. It's only $10.50 for a pack of that. I believe you get one sheet of each, so it's a total of 3. I believe that is correct. I'm just, yeah, one of each of the 3 colors, Berry Burst, Old Olive, and White. Okay, so that would do this in Old Olive. Okay, but actually what I've used today is the one from the festive 12 by 12 glimmer paper that was in our holiday catalogue but is still available. And that's really cool. It's $21. Okay, so double the price because you get double the pieces. You get 2 sheets of red, which is cherry cobbler, 2 sheets of garden green, and this is actually granny apple green. That's the one I've used today. Okay, so that is going to end up on the front of our card. Now, if you don't have any of this, you could use gold. Gold would look really nice on here, but I'm adding this to this piece here, which is like the outline. Okay, so this thin wishing is going to go on top of our white outline, which makes it a little bit more stable and easy to work with. I've got to say that's a good thing. It is a part of the Delightful Wishes dies. Okay, and you can see we've got the wider one here, which cuts out the white. Okay, and then you've got the little tiny narrow one here, which cuts out the green glitter. Okay, so I like them both because I love how they work together, but it's a really nice little set. The other thing that you will have is in your packs is you're going to have one of these little banners. Okay, now I need to talk about this before we proceed, because if you don't have the stamp set, you might not want to use this wishing word. Okay, because the wishing word goes with other stamps that are in this stamp set. So if you don't have this set, instead of using wishing, you might just want to stamp on the banner. And as you can see, that's still going to look lovely. Okay, it's going to look really, really nice just with the banner. Can you see that? So you could put happy birthday on the banner. That would be easy. Or, you know, anything that has little letters that will fit on here is something you could add. Okay, you must do the design. I'm glad you like it, Susie. Yeah, this is one that I came across a while ago, and I've really wanted to do it for a while now. The card design, it's a diagonal joyfold card. So I think it's a really lovely card. And I don't, I'm trying to remember, was it Lynn Dunn that I first saw do this? I should have probably said that, but I'm trying to remember who it was. It was somebody who was, because I'm certainly not the first person to do it. You'll find it on Pinterest. If you search for diagonal joyfold card, there's quite a few of them out there, and there's a few different versions, but this is my version. Okay, so all right, so we're going to put this on here, and once again I'm going to bring in my piece for this. Okay, so if you do have this set, what's nice about it is you've got the wishing, but then you can say different things. You can say wishing you were here, wishing you all the best, wishing you a happy birthday, wishing lots of love, wishing you well. Okay, so these little sayings that fit on this banner go with the wishing dies or the wishing stamp if that's what you've got. Okay, super, super cool. It's a really nice set. To be honest, who kind of overlooked this set? Because when I first saw this one, I liked the yellow and white paper, but I wasn't as excited about the stamp set and the dies, and now I love them. I just think they're fabulous. Oh, that's a great idea, Colleen. So Colleen just said this suite is perfect for sending out sunshine boxes. Sarah Douglas came up with that great project a while ago. Yes, she did. I remember she had that sunshine. It was like a, what do you call it? Paper pumpkin kit, wasn't it? It was super, super cute. I really loved it. All right, I'm going to use my, I just find if you're going to be using Tombow or any glue on your surface on a tiny, tiny little die like this, you could use Tombow here. Or the other thing you can do that actually is very easy on here as well, if you use it on a silicone mat, either Tombow or this, the adhesive doesn't stick to the mat. We love that for silicone, right? Definitely grab yourself one of these. You can pop it on your next order. It is an easy thing to add on, and it's not expensive, but so useful. And I use mine all the time. So if I was to go over this, just, you know, you kind of could go over the whole thing, but I'm just using it here and there. And then a little bit down the bottom here so I don't end up. So what's nice about this is that the glue doesn't stick to this, okay? It only sticks to the thing you're trying to stick. And that's what we want. That's what we want it to do. So, all right, now I'm going to put this down with the outline, and I'm going to start at one end, and we are just going to, yes, I know I should have used adhesive sheets, but I didn't. As usual, I forget about those. Totally forget about those. Plus, I used them a while ago, and I think I did confess I'm a little bit scared of them because I always feel like I'm going to do them around the wrong way. Anywho, it's okay. This is what we got. All right, see how nicely that goes down using the mat, okay? And here's a little tip for you as well. What about the dots on the eyes? Now, they do get left behind in the dies, okay? You'll find sometimes they're stuck back in here and you can push them out. But they're so tiny. They're so little that they're really hard to work with, okay? You can work with them and, you know, pop them out with your take your pick tool and then use the putty end to pick them up, add a little bit of glue and then stick them down with this end of your take your pick tool. That's the one way of dealing with it. But here's another way, a very easy way of dealing with it. Get yourself a Stampin' Right marker, okay? Use the skinny end, and we are going to literally just draw on old olive dots, okay? Or you could use granny apple green. Either one is going to work for you. Look at that. And now I've got dots on my wishing, and it was super easy to do, right? These right now are part of the joining special. If anyone is interested in joining as a demonstrator, these are a fantastic joining special edition. So there's two options right now. In Australia, it's $169 to join. And then when you join, you get $235 worth of products of your choice. You get free shipping, but you also get 2 packs, and there's 10 in a pack, 2 packs of markers of your choice. You can choose the brights, the neutrals, the regals, or the subtles. You can choose any 2. And on top of that, you also get a free stamp set Let me show it to you. This is the free stamp set that you get. And everyone's loving this particular stamp, the one that says handmade by, and you write your name in that you can pop on the back of all your creations. Super cute, right? So that's the current deal. If you don't want those things, you can just spend $169 and get $286 worth of product. So you can choose which is better for you. And then once you've joined, you get your orders all on discount. So you get a discount every time you order. You get to be part of a team. You get to do a whole bunch of different things that will join you up with a fantastic community of demonstrators. So if anyone is interested in that, please sing out. It is the best way to maximize your value. Okay, absolutely. You need to think about it. If you're someone who spends a lot of money on Stampin' Up products, definitely think about joining. It is the best way to go and to get the most out of it. So what are oh, they're called tittles. Are they really, Susan? Is that a thing, or did you make that up? Is that a real thing? I have a feeling you're probably right. It was your favorite sweet straight away, was it, Leslie? Ah, there you go. All right, so now that I've got this here and I want to pop it on my card, I'm going to use a couple of mini dimensionals. Let me find them. Here they are. And I'm going to put a couple of those here and there in the bigger parts of the design so they can stay hidden behind the words. All right, so I'm going to have one here, and one over here on the end. Okay, which makes them easy to hide just behind those big bits. All right, and then I'm going to pop that there, and I'm going to pop that right across here. All right, there it is. It's on the front of my card. Wishing. Wishing what? What do you think we should say? Wishing. Which of these ones would you like to have? We've got wishing you well. We've got wishing you were here. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you. I need your help, guys. Let me know which one that you would like. Isn't that interesting, Jen? So Susan and Jen are in agreement that they are actually called tittles. There you go. You well, says Judy. Okay, Judy, you're the first person to respond, so let's do that. Ah, sorry, girls. Judy was first. So I'm actually going to grab that one, and I'm going to pop it right here on my little block B because it's a small one. And I'm going to, I want it to stand out, so I'm going to actually do it with my old olive ink. And let's add that right here behind. And I'm just putting it right there underneath the wishing. Can you see that? Wishing you well. All right. And so now we have this piece. Now, if you wanted to, as an additional thing, you could grab yourself some Wink of Stella. Do I have some here? I do. And you could run your Wink of Stella over, you know, some of these little flowers. That would look nice. I just bought myself a new Wink of Stella. This one is a little bit, it's working, but, you know, but I just think that Wink of Stella is one of those things you need it to be good and juicy to get the really great effect from it. And if you're wondering, what is it doing? I can't see what it's doing. It is adding glitter to my flowers. So I love a bit of Wink of Stella on all kinds of things. And it looks good on the vellum. I don't know if you can see it. Can we see it? Oh, you can see it when I hold it in the light. Can you see that? Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? The bees are waiting. Thank you for the reminder, Jen. All right, here are the bees. Now, the bees are so teeny tiny, they're actually even too small for a glue dot. Can you believe that? But glue dots is absolutely the best thing to stick them on with. So I'm almost out of, oh, look at this. I'm almost out. I'll have to grab myself a new, roll of glue dots. Give me 1 second while I grab them out of the drawer here because I really want to make sure I use those. Right, so I've got a new pack of mini glue dots. I just finished up the old one. That goes in the bin. And let's open a new one. All right, so how do we glue the bees? This is what I suggest. Get your take your pick tool or a pokey tool of some kind. You pick it up so that it just comes like, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, like a little blob on the end of my take your pick tool there. It's hard to see. And then I'm going to stick one of these little bees on that little blob, right? And what you want to do is you want to kind of fold it so it is all behind the bee, okay? And then I'm going to put my bees here and there. Where shall I put them? I feel like I want to have one right here, all right? So one bee, and then we're going to do the same thing with the next one. So just use a pokey tool of some kind to kind of pick up the glue and then roll it so it is behind them. And we're going to have one up here going a different direction. He's doing his own thing. And then a different one again. And we're just about finished. And we're just about right on time. I'm thinking, where should the third one go? Shall it go over here or shall it go down the bottom? What do we think? One down the bottom. On my original, I think I put it down the bottom. Let me have a look. Oh, I have one over here. It's a little bit of a different arrangement on this one. So these two are in the right place. This one, maybe because I didn't have that leaf over here, but maybe I will put it there. What do you think, guys? You can see it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see the wink on the camera. All right. And so here's my new card. There we go. How do we go? Do you like it? It is a very cheerful card, and that's, I think, one reason why I like it. I think it's especially if ever, you know, you want to send it to someone who maybe is having a bit of a hard time or a little bit down, to send a cheerful card, I think is a really lovely thing to do, don't you? I'm so glad you guys like it. So happy. All right, let's quickly run through the others very, very quickly. So this is the main one. The measurements and everything are already on my blog, but also are reiterated again in the PDF with all the measurements, okay? And you'll be able to rewatch this video whenever you like. Then I've also got the beautiful butterfly split front card. We've got the terrific toadstools, and there's two of each because I made one as a sample and then one when I made the video. The terrific toadstools very bright card. It's super bright because of the paper. This is celebration paper, by the way, if you're wondering. And then we have our Wildflower Birthday double point card, which is super fun. So this is the double point card that opens up like so. And then the actual, if you wanted to write something more in there, it does actually open up like a proper card. And then the last one is my favorite. And this is the Vellum Squares, the Delightful Wishes Vellum Squares card. And I think it turned out really, really pretty. I'm so glad you like them. So, so happy. Now, let's quickly talk. What have I got coming up? Tomorrow we have a Zoom, and this is actually the set that I'm using tomorrow in the Zoom class. If you have purchased the Beautiful Butterflies bundle with me this month, then you will be getting this Zoom class completely free. Okay, so there's no need to pay for it. If you're in my team, you also get it for free. If you don't order from me because maybe you're overseas, maybe you're a demonstrator yourself, or maybe you just have never ordered from me as a customer, you can still do the Zoom class. And the Zoom class is live with all of us together on the call. And that is tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. The cost to do the class is $15 Australian, okay? And all the measurements are provided as well as part of that class, okay? So you'll be there tomorrow, Marty. Yay! Who else is joining us tomorrow? Oh, you set an alarm. What time will it be there? I hope it's not going to be too late. I'm so glad you like the cards, Susie. Thank you so much. Other things that are coming up, I'm running a competition. Now, if you guys get my newsletter, okay, you will know that I'm running a competition to guess the number of celebration products on the project that I featured in my newsletter this week. That newsletter went out on Monday, and I think it was Monday, pretty sure. And yes, it did. It went out on Monday, and I'll be drawing the winner on Sunday night in my Sunday night videos. So if you haven't yet joined the newsletter, you can join the newsletter, and I'll make sure you get a copy of that card so that you can count how many celebration products are on there. And everybody who guesses correctly will go into the draw to win a pack of embellishments from me. Okay, so that's how that works. Yay, lots of people coming to the Zoom. That's so cool. I'm so glad, you guys. And then what else we got coming up? Friday night video, Sunday night video. And don't forget that tomorrow is the last day. Today and tomorrow is the last day to place your order to be part of the February Craft Along and receive the February Craft Along supply pack and all the video tutorials in February. Okay, I hope everyone, you've entered the competition. Yes, you have. Yay. I have some entries sitting there, so that's really great. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm going to pop back to me so we can say goodbye. I hope you all enjoyed that today. It was a lot of fun to put this craft along together, and the cards, I'm really happy with it all. Don't forget, if you would like to purchase this class, I will have the link. So it's a PayPal link to actually place your order for the $15 for this class. That will be up on my blog a little later tonight. Okay, so if you check back at this address, I'll put it back up for you so that you can find it. Check back there in a couple of hours from now and it will all be there. Okay, so exciting. How did we do today? Are you happy with that? Did we enjoy that? I hope so. I hope you guys enjoyed that very much. All right, so tomorrow I have the Zoom, and then tomorrow night we have Friday Night Live. So lots of fun things. Friday nights is sketch night, so we will have a new sketch to play with tomorrow night. And I'm looking forward to spending a little bit more time with you. Have I missed any comments, or does anyone have any questions at all? Do you have a list of things you need for tomorrow? Yes, Susie, that should have been in the PDF. When did you, are you talking about the Zoom? So when you purchased the Zoom, let me quickly go and have a look at my list. When you spent the $15 and purchased it, you would have received at that time a PDF that's got all the details, the measurements and all that stuff in it. Okay. If you don't have it, I can send it to you again. Yeah, do check your email. Yes, an email comes when you register for the Zoom class. That's exactly right. So for people who are in my team, I sent that email out, I think it was last weekend. And for anybody else who bought the class, when you paid, that's when you get immediately you get a PDF link. That's what should happen. If that did not happen, let me know and I will send it out to you. Okay, you have your prep ready for tomorrow. Great, Sheila. So, and that was exciting. This is the first month of Sheila normally has problems with the links that it wasn't working, PayPal wasn't working, and now it is. Yay! So that's really cool. I'm really glad we got it to work this time. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back again with something new for you soon. Bye.